Welcome to Strictly Business, Episode 3. We're here for the debate with my co-host Joe and the lovely M. Crowe here to sponsor Crowe's Cleats, selling and buying used cleats across America. You guys ready for a passionate and fiery debate?
What I was ready for was your handshake at the beginning that was not given.
Oh.
Okay, so we're here today. We have 4 categories. The categories are TV, celebrities, music, and politics. Sam, could you please randomly select one of the categories for our guests to debate?
Also, Eduardo's here.
Sport, wait, was it? Of course, yes.
Celebrities.
Yes. So,
All right, read out the question.
our celebrity question. I will now pull up.
Let it be known that Joe and I took notes for this event. We've been dwelling on these questions.
Okay,
for
so
months.
This is a pretty passionate debate.
the celebrities question: create the most convincing headline for the death of a celebrity who hasn't been in the spotlight for a while. Each of you is going to get 1 minute to plead your case. We're going to ask some questions, and then each of you will get a rebuttal, final statements, and then we'll make a decision on who wins the round.
Absolutely.
Does either of you prefer to go first?
Joe?
I'm a fan of the lady going first.
All right,
Well,
then I will.
They say
Okay.
chivalry's dead.
All right,
I'm
Emily,
bringing it
when
back.
you're ready,
I say nay.
your time
Nay.
now.
Okay. So, my proposal for Macaulay Culkin's comeback TV show.
That was not the thing I just said.
What?
So,
Wait,
bad
I
start.
really was just reading the first thing that came
So, bad start. Points.
I was trying to take up time.
You lost
That
half.
wasn't even the right question.
You lost half a point. So the
No.
question, in case you were
Wait,
listening,
say it again. I got it.
create the most convincing headline for
That was
the
the
death
first answer I had.
of a celebrity who has not been in the spotlight recently. Are you ready this
Yes.
time? Would you like us to field it to Joe so you can be ready?
No, wait, can you actually cut that out? Because that won't make any sense.
Your 1 minute. Do you know
This
the
is a live
question?
stream.
Do you know the
Yes.
question? 1 minute, go.
Okay, the headline. Cher dies in operation for plastic surgery due to anesthetics not functioning properly.
Okay. Do you have anything?
That's all I got. That's just
You're gonna elaborate?
I mean, Cher, she's a lady who's 70 years old. She still performs. She gets a lot of plastic surgery. And the only thing she's really up to these days is tweeting about Donald Trump.
Okay. Anything else? Okay.
I have a minute's worth of material
All right.
for this.
We're a little tried on time, so it's perfect. All right. So we'll restart the timer. You did 30 seconds. It's fine.
Okay, close.
Okay. Delete. And 1 minute on the clock. Joe, it's all you.
All right. I just want to say before we start, very good answer. Bordering on great answer.
I can see that you're trying to take up time.
No, but I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know it's not the correct answer, which I'm about to reveal right now. Here's our headline: Jimmy Fallon, talk show host. We all know this, but I'm just gonna read out the headline, then I'll explain it.
Irrelevant.
What?
Continue. Continue.
Jimmy Fallon, after a fake laughing fit, falls, cracks his head on the desk, and bleeds out. Hear me out. This combines 2 of Jimmy Fallon's greatest elements. One, his ability to fake laugh like a mofo. He fake laughs so hard at every interview. You're not funny, other people on Jimmy Fallon. But you don't know that if you're watching him. Number 2, he's clumsy as shit. He has broken like 2 to 3 fingers. Oh, is that it?
No, it's true.
Oh,
you have 5
say,
seconds
he's
left.
broken like 2 to 3 fingers just like falling. Him cracking his coconut seems realistic.
And time. Okay. 2 valid arguments. We got Cher with plastic surgery going wrong. We got Jimmy Fallon laughing fit. All right, so I'm going to throw some questions around. First with Joe, the most obvious question. Key element to the question was someone who's no longer relevant. So,
Oh, someone who's not... I don't consider him that relevant. The Tonight Show has really fallen off a lot for me since he
Okay.
initially got it. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could still say he's kind of relevant, but with all 5 of the talk show hosts, I mean, you think Kimmel, Conan, himself, Colbert, and honestly, not even 5, because then you got Corden's doing big stuff, and Seth Meyers is getting a lot of views. It's hard
do you
for
think
him
he's
to
bigger
stay-
than Seth Meyers, though? Like,
He's bigger than Seth Meyers, but I don't consider Seth Meyers relevant.
okay, that's a valid.
I just don't-
He is the host of the
Am I
Tonight
allowed to
Show.
choose?
He's
Can
the
I
host of
comment?
the Tonight Show, but that hasn't really meant anything
I'll let
since
you
Johnny
come
Carson.
back in a
Okay,
second.
okay.
That
So,
hasn't meant anything since Johnny Carson. Jay Leno drug it through the dirt so much.
Okay,
It's known as a
okay.
place for stupid people to watch stupid
all right,
things.
so I have a question for Emily.
Okay.
Are you saying she's going to be following up with more plastic surgery, or that the plastic surgery that exists is going to have issues for her to fatally pass.
Yeah, well, the thing is, so if you get Botox, you have to repeatedly go back to get Botox. So
Okay.
she would have to be seeing a plastic surgeon every few months. So what I'm saying is, like, if she went under the knife for a larger surgery, like, she has so much facial reconstruction surgery.
Yeah.
So, like, if she went under the knife for that and her anesthesis, what is the word for the
Anesthetics.
person? The anesthetician?
Yeah.
Anesthesiologist.
Oh, yeah.
So if her anesthesiologist, like,
Screwed
messed
up.
up, that's a pretty, they're very revered people because they can mess up pretty easily.
That's fair. How much time we got?
Minute and 19 seconds.
Okay, well, let's finish this round. Joe, do you have any questions for
Yeah,
her?
I do. So she, in your own words, she's gotten a lot of facial reconstruction, correct? Your own words. Why does she need any more? Why is she
That's-
going to continue
I
to
answered
go
that.
It's
back?
not what she's saying. She's saying that if you have Botox, you have to.
I know
go
you have to
You
go
have to
back
repeatedly go
frequently,
back.
but your whole thing was there was a big surgery. Those are your own
Well,
words.
you can
a
still
big
gain weight.
facial
You can
surgery.
still gain weight upon because
I didn't
Botox
say you
Botox
couldn't
can
gain-
like cave it, like things can go wrong while it's just sitting in your face. It'll like start to sag down. You know Mickey Rourke? Mickey Rourke has had a fucked up face in the past, and it's because of Botox.
Listen, I agree with you, but why do we need such an extreme amount of anesthesia? And wouldn't she continue to go to the same doctor? It just doesn't feel realistic to me.
well, you
she
still have to
continued
get
to go to
knocked
the.
out.
I know
so what
you
if it's
do,
a different anesthesiologist,
but I'm just saying
not a
she's
different
got.
doctor?
She's share. She's
Okay.
got a lot of
All right,
money.
well, let's feel it over. Emily, questions for Joe.
I was gonna say.
You have
So
about 20 seconds.
20 seconds. We'll make it quick.
okay, do you honestly think that you couldn't, if you reference Jimmy Fallon today, someone will be able to list things that he has done in the past? So I
People
think
can
that
list
you would
stuff that
find him
Cher's done.
relevant.
Do you believe in life after love, Emily?
Okay, name something else.
She's got her whole. She's got movies. So she's got that movie with Dennis Quaid, Witness.
She does.
Great movie.
I didn't
she's
think you
an.
were gonna answer that correctly. But anyways.
Okay, so we just had two, honestly, equally strong debates and arguments, but currently I have a lean towards one person. I'd like to get opinions from Sam, and so far the way I feel is that one.
Listen to him first.
Well, I'm going to say what I think, and then I'll ask Sam if he agrees and what he thinks. And I think, Joe, your argument's a little bit of a stretch because Jimmy Fallon isn't really, like, when I said not in the public eye, he's still on TV. And, like, falling and laughing, I think might be a little bit of a stretch. Cher, I mean, you have a point that she's had successful surgeries, so what's her to die now? But people die from plastic surgery all the time. So I still think it's possible. And Cher, is much less in the limelight than Jimmy Fallon. I do kind of agree Joe had the creativity, but I'm going to go with Emily on this round.
Okay. By the way, now that you've already made the point, I did not know that relevancy was. Part
Yeah,
of it.
I assumed that you missed that.
I was like, ew.
All right,
No,
Sam.
he's very much relevant. Like, I love Jimmy Fallon. I was just shit talking, but I
All right.
love Jimmy
Sam,
Fallon.
also, I do have to mention that Emily lost a little bit of traction with her Macaulay
That I did.
Culkin
That I
stunt.
did. I think
and,
that's
all right, Sam, can you pull us the second topic?
Yes, I can.
The goal's not to get too old.
Music.
Music. Okay. The music category is, what's the best theme song of all time?
Great
Who went
question.
first? You went first last time? Joe, I'll feel it to you first because you went first last. So 1 second. Go 1-0-0 and begin.
Now, there are a lot of great theme songs out there. Friends, for example, was one I almost leaned to. Great theme song, catchy as hell, even made the show better. But to me, that didn't give a real insight onto what the show was, not unlike the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song with the horns. I don't know if everyone's aware of it, but it goes like... So you're in for kind of like a circus, like, oh, joke's on me. And the whole show is just Larry David messing up.
That's wait, just for clarification, that's the same, I'll pause this, the same one they used in the SNL when they showed him,
Yes.
right? Yeah, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so he does that, and that's what I'm saying. It just completely shows off, and it gives you such a great idea of what the show is and what it's gonna be without saying a word. And to me, that's what makes up a great theme song. It's a great interlude to what the show's gonna be.
Okay. Clean 8 seconds left. Emily?
You
On the
are
clock,
friends, I
your
can see it.
response.
very worried. Okay, so I chose a semi-different route in terms of what kind of media followed my theme song, and I would say that in terms of the best and most iconic theme song, it has to be the Rocky theme. Because leading into that movie, just as you said, it's an entrance to like a success story. You understand that he's gonna be an underdog and rise to the top because it's a very motivating song. It's got a great, the best scene of that movie attached to it, and like, it's something that's iconic that people recognize even without having seen the Rocky movies. and it's used in other stuff
Okay, so
also. That's it.
all right, both very fair points. Joe, I'll come to you first because I think something that's differing in your two arguments is Emily's is definitely more of a well-known thing. So, what to you makes your theme song a more iconic, better theme song despite being necessarily less known?
First off, iconic wasn't part of it. What is the best theme song
That's
of
okay.
all time?
That's fair. That's fair.
So, what my theme song does from Curb Your Enthusiasm is it consistently does it over, I think they've had over 90 episodes, and every single time, no matter how many different themes they tackle, it's always a great interlude. Whereas Rocky, love Rocky, I'm an Italian man,
Me too.
you know I love my Rocky. Rocky, that theme song gets old by the third one, which is how they had to replace it with Eye of the Tiger anyway. It couldn't even last 3 movies. Mine has lasted over a decade. And they still use
The
it
song
on
in question is "Come Fly with Me," right? That that's "Come Fly with Me." Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if it's called Come Fly With
Frank
Me.
Sinatra, Come Fly With Me?
Come fly. That's
Okay.
the
But continue.
But as I'm saying, no matter when I'm talking spanning decades, this show started in like 1999 and it's coming back again in 2017, and they're going to play the same theme song, and whoever tunes in is going to get the exact same vibe. Whereas Rocky, although dun, 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 that's very recognizable, it also shares the spotlight with Eye of the Tiger too, which knocks it down a peg. You can't have the same great theme song in the same movie franchise that can most times be overshadowed.
All right, Emily, I'll let you respond.
All right. So you mentioned stretches of time and how Curb Your Enthusiasm was 1999. The Rocky theme song's held relevancy since the 70s, and it's continued up until now. People still reference it, people still use it in things. Eye of the Tiger, it's more of a theme for that exclusive movie. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but because it's lyrical and it's not an original composed piece, I would say that it's a little more like mainstream. People listen to that outside of the Rocky movies. It's not necessarily associated with it.
Oh, it is very much associated.
Okay,
Well,
so now
it is
I-
associated with it, but
Then I
it
have a
has other
question.
context to it.
If your theme song is huge outside of the Rocky movie, does that make it less of a theme song, more of just an iconic American song?
The Rocky theme song?
Yeah.
I
I
thought
mean,
you were
it's
talking about
the-
Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, your song is not Die Tiger.
No, not Eye of the
yeah.
Tiger.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like you're saying, it's so big that it outstretches Rocky. So does that make it a little bit less special to just the Rocky movies if people don't always associate it with the Rocky
I
movies?
completely-
No. She's saying that it does associate with Rocky.
Well, he's asking the question.
I'm asking. Are you saying that it's so huge that people who don't even know Rocky still know it? Does that make it less of a theme song core to the movie?
Well, no, I don't think so. I mean, I think because it's so well known, it just sort of speaks to the volume of how good of a song it is. It's not necessarily that people have to watch Rocky to know it. But I understand what you're saying. But however, Come Fly With Me is not necessarily always associated with Curb Your Enthusiasm either.
That's not.
Well, that's not. That's your song.
Come Fly With Me is the dun-dun-dun. I mean, at least I'm pretty sure they did it in my middle school band. But
Wait,
no.
what are you talking about?
His song is not Come Fly With Me. That's the Rocky song.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Talking
Curb
about
Your
Curb Your
Enthusiasm.
Oh my
So
God.
whatever you're talking about.
Because I asked about Frank Sinatra earlier, and you guys were like, yeah.
That's a
and
different-
then
that's a
you
completely
you
different
said
song.
come fly when come fly.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay,
just a
okay.
completely different song.
I was like, why would
Sorry
it,
for the confusion.
what? Anyways,
Sinatra has
re
nothing
ask
to do
your
with it.
question?
My question, wait, the original question about Rocky's song.
Yeah.
I'm saying you're saying it's so big that it kind of outstretches just the legacy of Rocky. So I'm saying if it's more than Rocky, is it
Right.
then less
well,
of a core
I
theme
think
song?
the difference is that it's like you were saying, the question isn't the most iconic song, in which case it would have to be by association. It's the best.
Okay. And we're back. We just had a heated debate between Emily, the fidget spinner extraordinaire, and Joe. We had here arguing Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song, the best theme song, versus here, the Rocky theme song. And
Did we get to argue against each other at the end of the
you did. And I'm really torn right now, to be honest. Had I just been given answers, no debates, or easily Rocky theme song. But I heard both strong debates on both sides. Right now, where I stand, I really like Joe's argument of how it lasted and it's been kind of perfect for the show over the show's span. And I kind of, when I think of the show and like the situations Larry David's in, that song kind of complements it. But then you have the Rocky theme, which is huge, spans so far and is so well known. But on this one, just based on the arguments alone, I'm going to have to give the edge to Joe. Alright, so since it is tied 1-1, and we're here doing best 2 out of 3, that means we got a tiebreaker round. It's the host choice question, which means neither than me. We're not randomizing it, I'm just going to pick it.
So,
And we have 2 remaining questions, and there's one that's really jumping out to me. And I think you can guess which one that is. And that's pick the next New Jersey governor from the cast of the Jersey Shore. This one's very topical, very current. Jersey Shore, they're doing a reunion right now.
So excited.
We're all excited, you know. We hate New Jersey, Jersey Shore.
We hate New Jersey.
We hate New Jersey. Fuck our state. No. Jersey Shore, you know, it brings
We
a
only
bad
hate North
reputation
Jersey,
to New
but-
Jersey, but it holds a place in all of our hearts from our childhoods. And honestly, after the disaster that was our last governor, you can't go wrong with a classy broad from the Jersey Shore. So,
I love Guido.
I was gonna say is this female exclusive because I'm fucked.
who would like to go first
Would you like
in
to
your
go first?
argument?
Sure, mostly because it'll take the least amount of time.
Okay. Are you less than a minute, you think?
Definitely.
Okay, then I won't time you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I, for one, have never seen Jersey Shore.
Problem, but go
But
ahead.
based on my brief research of the cast today, it appears that Vinny was considering a law career during his time on the show. And so I think that because of his sort of potential knowledge of that he might have been a good candidate. And I feel as though you can't really get a person from the Jersey Shore who isn't very brash and makes crazy decisions at breakneck speed. So I didn't really narrow it down in terms of that. But considering he was considering law, I chose him.
Okay, Joe?
Okay. Anyone can consider law. That's my first, but I'm sorry, but we'll leave it. Vinny, great. Probably one of my favorites on the show, but he's always been a good guy. I like that about him. But he didn't transform, not like my pick, Miss Snooki. Why? Miss Snooki, and I hate to say it, she was a pig, alright? She was disgusting, she was overweight, and she was just a partier. She drank her brain just out to death, whatever. She transformed herself not only into a gorgeous woman and a beautiful mother, but a stable individual who is in a healthy relationship. And again, she's a great mother, and she maintains a healthy friendship with her gal pal, and who would have been my second choice. And hopefully, you know, if governors had running mates, JWoww. Okay.
I guess my follow-up question is, although that's all great, where does that translate into being the governor of New Jersey?
We're at a bad time now after Chris Christie. We're a fat little girl that doesn't know what she wants to do with this world, and she just wants to party and get banged. And we need a woman who's been there. We need a woman who can transform it into a gorgeous mother of little, I'm pretty sure the child's name is Giovanni, of gorgeous little Giovanni, and turn it into something great. And now, like,
Make New Jersey Giovanni again.
make New Jersey Geo, Jersey Geo, baby.
All right. Here's my question for you, Emily, which I think Vinny is an interesting choice, because if I were to have picked one, I think I also would have gone for Vinny. And you're saying it's because he was considering law, and that's kind of your main factor. But as Joe says, just because you're considering law doesn't mean it's a serious pursuit that you're necessarily succeeding in. So what's your...
Well, mind you, I don't know the extent to what he practiced law for because I haven't seen the show. In which case, I do think we are at an uneven match. But considering that I chose someone that our wonderful judge/host here would have also chosen, I can't say that I'm entirely wrong. Also, I think that maybe instead of the been there, done that kind of personality, we need someone who can do both still. We need someone who can kind of be on the level
Am I
of
allowed to go after her?
non-politicians. We need to have the partier who was not the mom, and then also the person considering.
So
the
I think
law
what
career.
Emily's saying is the nation right now is going in a kind of unpredictable direction in terms of politics.
Yes.
Figure we just had Donald Trump,
Why split it up
reality
when you could
star,
have
billionaire,
both?
president of the United States. So why not do something similar? Which I mean,
So
kind of
that
holds
sounds
true
like a
for both.
Snooki
But
track
what do
to
you
me.
have to say?
What I have to say is Vinny, I mean, he could never make a freaking decision on the show. He was kind of, as much as I like Vinny,
See, but I
he
don't
was
know him
he
in
was
that
DJ
context.
Pauly D's wingman for most of the show. He picked up the scraps and he got robberies
So
committed
he's someone
on
who
him.
knows how to support somebody.
No, he doesn't know how to support. He knows how to
Yes,
get
he
things
does.
taken from him, unlike Snooki, who went after what she wanted and she got it. And what does she want? She wants a better New Jersey.
Okay, but I have a question for you. Vinny was clearly the least hot-headed on the show.
Absolutely not. DJ Pauly D was. But why? Because of his lack of caring. He didn't care about anything that happened. Snooki, you could say what you want, party animal. She didn't really get hot-headed. She did have some yell fits, not like Ronnie, Sammy, Sweetheart, or Mike the
Well,
Situation.
you could say that her scenarios of getting Well, actually, I don't know about Vinny, but I know that she got kicked out of a lot of places.
Well, I have another
and so
question.
They all
passed.
did. They got.
I have actually a pretty crucial question. As we all know, famous scene from the Jersey Shore. Snooki walking down the boardwalk. And guess what? She can't find the beach. And us New Jerseyans, we love our Jersey Shore. We're always going down the shore.
We
and she
know
can't
which way
even
the
find
beach is.
the beach.
Because that was her before. You haven't seen Snooki and JWoww's Best
can-
Friend show because that translates afterwards.
But can we
She's gone-
forgive?
Can we forgive? That's what America's built on, baby. We're a melting pot of forgiveness. Rob Lowe.
Why not forgive
Tell me Rob
Vinny?
Lowe's not still famous right now. That man had a sex tape with an underage woman at the height of his popularity. That's not.
Okay,
that's true. That's what happened.
track.
He's
Off
forgiven.
Off track. Rob Lowe is...
Snooki,
We're not talking
Snooki with
about
a
Rob
beach.
Lowe.
We're all right.
You have
See,
anything
but
to
Vinny
say?
was already there. So Vinny
Vinny
was
don't
at that
care.
stage.
Oh,
Vinny was at that stage of his life while still considering
He was-
getting it on track.
But he wasn't at that stage. He just doesn't give a shit. He's never given a shit.
But he's Okay, wait. So you said DJ Pauly D never gave a shit, and that Vinny supported him.
No, I
and was
said
just sort
DJ
of tracking
Pauly
him
D
around.
had all the ideas, and Vinny was just like, "Yo, DJ Pauly D's my boy. He's gonna go in the pockets
See, so
of
he
business."
has great faith in people.
He has great
So
faith in
might-
DJ Pauly D.
He might have great
I
faith
think
in
the
New
best
Jersey.
role
I
model.
think we
He
have
was not the
to.
best
I think
role
we have
model.
to split it up there. Okay, so Sam, do you have any thoughts? I think it's going crazy both ways.
I agree.
I think right now it's kind of a little bit hard because Emily has the disadvantage of not knowing Jersey
yeah,
Shore
She did do her research in the fact
She did do
that-
research.
The fact that she found out that he was
with law.
And I thought we agreed that was
From
bullshit.
celebritysearch.com.
That gives her an advantage, but do we know that he got anywhere?
I didn't read the follow-up. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yes.
He
And
didn't.
I do like Joe's transformation
But
story.
isn't it better that he didn't get anywhere, considering he didn't
No,
try?
it's not better that he didn't
listen
get
to me, listen to
anywhere.
me. Shush, listen to me. I'm
You're
saying
coming
in
up
term-
and now-
Listen.
He didn't
No,
progress
listen.
as a person like
Stop.
Snooki
Wait,
did.
let her go.
So this is what I mean. I mean the fact that he didn't try to get a spin-off show about himself after having already been a part of a reality TV show. He started a life for himself.
That's fair.
What do you mean he started like he just got a regular job because no one wanted him?
All right,
About
so
this,
I'm
I
ready
know
to make a
nothing
decision.
about the
To be
transition.
honest, I was leaning strongly towards Joe. And Emily, you did bring the scale back with the point that with Vinny did not pursue the limelight and did not pursue like the glamour of TV, and that might be admirable for a governor. But I do have to make a decision, and in the end, I'm gonna give it to Joe.
Come on, you
sorry.
were on my side at the beginning.
I
You
was.
said I would have picked Vinny.
I would have
too.
picked Vinny too, but I think the arguments were more leaning
I
towards
think that
Joe.
this was a biased question, considering I've never seen the Jersey Shore.
You never made it known to me that you'd never seen the Jersey
Yes,
Shore.
I did.
You did not.
A month ago, when you sent me these questions, I said I've never seen an episode of the Jersey Shore.
I don't remember this. All right,
did.
so
And he told me to do research, and I did it. That's all I'm saying.
okay, so sit down, please.
If we'd asked the question about Macaulay Culkin, I'd be winning right now.
I had a Don't Call It a Comeback. He was a methed out boy band
Okay,
star that
Mr.
came
Dunn?
back as a rapper. Don't
It's
Call It a
terrible.
Comeback. That's fantastic.
I do like that.
Terrible.
I know you like it because it's a good fucking premise.
Okay, so Joe is the winner. That means Emily, you're gonna have to pick a punishment out of the punishment bowl or whatever we're calling it.
I'm not getting slapped by you.
There's a punishment called Mind Slapper. We're gonna cut it out because Emily does not want to get slapped in the face.
Absolutely not. My slapper stays the fuck in, and I'm slapping the shit out of you like I just did in this debate.
All right.
Up top.
Obscene.
My hand was just here. Put it on record. I did not high five Joe for beating women. That was also Joe. So we'll cut and be back with our punishments. All right, we're back. Everyone, thanks for watching this next episode of Strictly Business. Emily unfortunately lost, so she's gonna have to pick a punishment from our great bowl of punishments. I'm gonna stir it all up.
Space dicks.
I don't want
Pick
you to
one.
do it for me.
Oh, I'll pick it for
No,
you.
no, 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 no. It's fine.
What we got? What we got? What we
I'll
got?
choose my own fate.
Space.
And it
That's
is.
space sticks.
Chubby Bunny! We will be right
not.
back with the punishment. See you then. Welcome back. We're here with Emily. There was a little bit of a location change and a wardrobe change, but we're here ready for her punishment because she lost the debate against Joe. Emily, you're going to be doing Chubby Bunny, but unfortunately for you, you're not getting to use marshmallows. What are you using?
I'm using cherry tomatoes.
You got a nice fresh bowl of cherry tomatoes.
I hate tomatoes.
Some of them are nice and big. Sam's done the he just crushed them up. Sam just punched
mashed
them.
them.
He mashed them.
Sorta.
They're very juicy. So,
It's great.
Emily, when you're ready,
Here it goes.
it's one.
Chubby bunny.
And I'm not gonna watch it because it's weird.
Chubby bunny. No, there's no more small ones.
There's 3 small ones.
Ugh. Chubby bunny.
Oh, they're so big now, Sam.
This is so.
You can put it on the other side of your mouth.
Go.
Chubby bunny.
You can get at least 2 more.
2.
Or you try.
My mouth is that big.
You can get. I believe it. Don't laugh. I'm not gonna make you laugh. Don't laugh. Don't choke. Please don't choke. Definitely don't laugh. Definitely don't choke. Okay, get one more. I lost count. This is great.
Ah! Oh my god. Chubby bunny.
You can definitely get one more. This one top is winking at the partial one. Come on, one more. Do it.
Ah!
Yes.
Winner.
Oh, God.
That was lodged in there.
Well, that's it for this episode.
Ah!
Tune in next time where I don't know.